My name is Pia. I'm an astrologer and manifestation coach. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a reading today for you, and I already got some little messages that I want to share with you in a bit. But before I'm going into the reading, I just wanted to let you know that I'm offering one-on-one sessions with me. So you can either book a 60-minute session with me where we are going into your essence, your soul essence, why you are here, why you incarnated, all the magic that you are creating on this planet in this lifetime, and everything that you need in terms of guidance regarding your current path, where you are at. And then I have another option that's about 30 minutes, where we are not going into all of the areas in your life, but just picking out one specific area in your life where we are going deeper into. And you're also getting guidance from me. Yeah, that's that. And then I have another option. If you are like, have something on your mind that is bothering you for a while, you just can pop that question into the booking link, and then you get a 15-minute voice note from me, where I'm also like, connecting with the tarot cards, with your guides, in giving you the best guidance at this moment in time to your question. So that's the third option. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the reading. So I have something for a collective that I feel has been in a transformative phase for a while now. I feel like you are actually, yeah, I see like the your cocoon opening. You are becoming the butterfly. That's the picture that I'm getting. And with that, I mean that, let's say, the first years of your life, especially, were pretty intense and pretty serious. And I feel like you became a very, let's say, in-depth person because of that. You have gone through a lot, you're a lot wiser because of it. And now it's almost like you are having a lot of wisdom gained and a lot of depth, but now it's about you actually getting more in touch with your light-hearted, silly, funny side. And you are almost, because of all the depth that you have gone through and all the wisdom and all the healing that you have done, you are now in that place where you are able to connect with your inner child more than ever, and that's going to bring so much joy and so much excitement to your life. I feel like you're really, I see the Fool card in my mind's eye. You're like on the verge of stepping out of this old life and really like letting yourself fall into the new life. And it's almost like, with you falling into the new life, all of the baggage, all of the old baggage is going to be released from you. It's like you are like untucking your backpack, and all the stones that are in the backpack are just falling away, and you're just like stepping into this new life with so much freshness, with so much lightheartedness. And I feel like you are inspiring a lot of people with your energy. I see like this childlike spirit within you, and I feel like you always had that within you, but you weren't like able to really show it because it wasn't the time, or you needed to go through a maturing process almost. So now it's actually, the time for you to let all this baggage of the past go and step into this new path that is so much more about your inner joy, about you being excited about life. And I almost feel like you are just like, you have this fire within you that is guiding you towards the right opportunities, towards moving with the right opportunities, so that you are actually creating a life that feels so connected to your soul. there's something about you really, letting go of everything that isn't aligned with you. And it's like, I feel like in the past, you have been like doubting yourself a lot. So you have thought that you needed to maybe, take this opportunity because it looks good on paper, or, you know, engage with a certain friend because you wanted to be nice and kind and caring, or apply for whatever it was because it seemed like the most logical thing to do. But now you are actually stepping out of that, and I see you just like really, really coming from a space of, if it's going to light up something within you, you are going to follow it. And if it doesn't, you don't. It's there's no, it's not as hard for you to decide anymore. The things that are not feeling aligned with you are going to be very obvious to you. And you're just like not doubting yourself as much as in the past. I feel like in the past you've doubted yourself a lot. And obviously, this is going to still be like some sort of challenge that you are going to encounter, but it's not that intense anymore. So I feel like you're really like more and more like believing in yourself and trusting in your own guidance system, trusting in this fire within you. And I feel like you're just like, you want to play with life. That's what I'm getting. You're just like really ready to play with life. And life wants to play with you. Life wants to play with you. That's what I'm seeing here. I pulled some cards beforehand. What I also like want to share with you is that obviously there is some sort of like, go stepping out of your comfort zone required, but I feel like because you have like transformed so much, especially I feel like your inner dialogue, you were really like working on your inner dialogue and, changing your thoughts around how you feel about yourself. And I feel like because of that, you are really not so bothered anymore with people or like situations where you are almost like judged for who you are. I feel like because you're such a free spirit and because you are so lighthearted, maybe you are going to trigger a lot of people, and especially if you're really like leaning into that part more, I feel like there are people who are going to be triggered by you and by your essence. But I feel like because you have matured so much, and I think that's actually why the universe has kept you in this cocoon for such a long time, and why you are now only stepping out of it or now flying out of the cocoon as a butterfly, because you needed to kind of like um, create that mindset or create that inner stability that is allowing you to move through life um, in self-trust rather than self-doubt. And that is going to actually help you neglect all the noise outside of you and all the people who are like, making fun or maybe like, being triggered by you because you're doing a certain thing in such a lighthearted way. It's almost like, you are triggering them because they are inspired by your lightheartedness and by your joy, and they don't know actually where it comes from, because they didn't allow themselves to play with their inner child, and that's why they might feel like, oh, why does she think? Who does she think she is? Why can she like just have that playful energy when I have to be serious all the time and when I have to be like doing X, Y, Z, and I feel like you're not so bothered with that kind of energy anymore. You're just like, you're just doing your own thing, and you're trusting in yourself, and you know that you are not doing it out of harm. You know who you are as a person, that you are very like kind and that you want the best for everybody. But you also want the best for yourself and you just want to be yourself. You don't want to be limiting yourself or hiding parts of yourself anymore because you fear that other people are going to be triggered by it. So I feel like there's this like resilience building within you. And because you are now like stepping out of that seriousness and being more lighthearted and playful, I feel like a lot of things are just going to fall into your lap. Obviously, you need to take some action, but I feel like you are going to manifest a lot quicker than in the past. You're going to see a lot more results in your immediate environment. I feel like you are just like really seeing your potential. You're really seeing how easily you can actually pull things to you as long as they are aligned with you. They are going to just like quickly land on your lap. And it's almost like, people are like, how does she do that? How is she like, or how does he do it? How does he get so much like, yeah, how does he get so um lucky in life? Yeah, that's the word, lucky. Um you are more seen by people as well. Let me get some more cards on where this journey is actually going or like leading to you where this journey is leading you in the future. Just want to get some future cards on this and how this is going to, how this is going to impact your future. I actually didn't show you the cards. I'm like, that's the thing. I actually love to just pull cards before the message, and then I'm just like, creating all the connections in my mind then I don't need the cards anymore. But let's just pull some more cards and then I can show you some. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the Knight of Inspiration, the Knight of Inspiration. It's just actually confirmation of what I just said. Thank you, universe. The Knight of Inspiration is very fast energy. It's very like fiery. It like reminds me of like fire energy in astrology, but especially like Aries energy because Aries is fast and it doesn't think too much. There's something about Aries that is like so playful and just like quick-witted and like very, I'm just gonna do it. Whatever. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just trying it out. Ah, that's what I wanted to say before as well. Thank you. Now there's like the spark or the message coming back again. What I feel like as well is that you are not afraid of rejection anymore. You're not afraid of making a mistake anymore because you know that every experience is going to actually help you along your path. And there's not so much fear of being wrong anymore. You have just like this motivation or this energy to like you just want to engage in life. And I feel like before you were almost like numbed and not numbed in a bad way, but I feel like you were like, yeah, in this cocoon. You were just like a little bit like safe in your cocoon, and you just, you did some courageous things definitely in the past, but I feel like you were still holding back, and you were not like you were not giving it your full energy. And maybe you have always thought that there was something wrong with that, but actually, Spirit is just telling me that was necessary because you needed to come to this place where you are right now in order to be able to like really fly as a butterfly, and it was just not necessary. It was just not smart to actually leave your cocoon too early. So you are at the perfect timing. You are on perfect track. Know that. And the Night of Inspiration just like really gives me this energy of somebody who is just like you're jumping timelines almost. You're jumping timelines so quickly. And it's going to be very fast, very, very fast energy. I see you just like being like almost like I see this fairy, Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, and she's like just like, doing her thing. and she's like jumping and being excited about life and just like, yeah, being excited about making experiences. And there's not so much fear of other people's opinions anymore. And that's why it goes so fast. That's why you are like, yeah, you're just like really moving very fast. What else, Spirit? I see the star in my mind's eye, so maybe you are somebody who is actually in the public light. Maybe you're planning to be in the public light. There's definitely some sort of recognition, but it's not that you need it necessarily, but it's like a, um, it's like a byproduct of, your joy, your excitement about you, like how you engage with life. It's going to be a byproduct of that because more people need to see that kind of energy. So you're just like opened up to the world, like people are seeing you more. And this might not be, online, or this could be in any way you can imagine. So, whatever feels like right for you. But I feel like there are definitely more people recognizing you. And again, it's not about that, but that's just a byproduct um, of your energy. Um, yeah, what I'm getting here with you is as well, you're really standing out from the crowd. It's like there's something about you. Can you see, like, I pulled the Five of Voices, and usually the card is about, being like in a battle, or yeah, being in a battle or battling, with yourself. But actually, this card, do you see like how they are all sitting here? And there's this one person, like a little bit outside, but she feels like she's having fun, or there's like something about her that is really like standing out. She's not sitting with the others. And I feel like um that's very important because it's not an energy of like, oh, I'm better than others, or I am like separating myself from others because I I don't feel like I'm part of a community, but it's like that you're just like sharing your uniqueness so effortlessly because you have learned to be your own cheerleader, and that is what's going to also invite and inspire other people to do the same with their unique selves. So we are all unique in our own sense, but I feel like you have really come to this earth, to this planet, to really refine that energy and to really be somebody who is standing out from the crowd and who's not afraid to stand out from the crowd so that other people feel like, they are also able to actually do that. Because if you are doing it, they can do it as well. And I think that's why you are being seen. I think it's because of your authenticity, of your unique expression. That's so beautiful. So yeah, that's that. It's giving me like really big manifestation vibes. I feel like this is like so different for different people, but I feel like your biggest manifestations are coming to fruition because of this playful energy and because you are like now trusting yourself and like just going for things more easily. You're taking more action towards the things that are actually, you know, um important to you, and that's going to bring in so much abundance in so many ways. This could be like, relationship wise, this could be like financially. For some of you, this is on all, I feel like this is in all areas of your life. You're just like flourishing. You're just like, um, yeah, manifesting a lot of good experiences into your life. And I feel like I already had this message in one of my past readings, but I feel like what's happening right now is that you are actually growing through beautiful and positive experiences rather than like hardships and challenges like in the past. You know, now you are actually able to grow through joy and through excitement and through like, you know, beautiful experiences. So I feel like, yeah, you are just becoming a master manifester and it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. So let's see. Um I feel like you are just on, you know, you're just jumping into this new timeline. I feel like you are in the big, you're definitely, you just left the old path behind. I'm seeing you being being like in the jump, like jumping. You're jumping. You have already left everything behind that isn't really serving you. You have left all the stones behind and you're jumping right now. That's what I'm seeing. So you haven't landed fully in it, but you're jumping. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see. There's some sort of like, you know, time frame. Obviously, this is going to be different for different people, but let's see if we have like a time frame here. I feel like the next 6 months um, are going to be very significant. And what I'm also seeing here, or this, it could be 6 weeks or 6 months, but you know, like I'm not, I see this is going to be a progress. This is going to be it's going to be fast. You're going to see a lot of movement, you know, but it's just like, it's not like in 6 weeks there are like all of the sudden all of the things dropping in. It's more like a slow thing, but there are, you know, there are things going to come into your life like frequently. That's what I feel like. But don't get too hung up on the time frame because, as I said, like this is different for different people. But yeah, the Wands energy is actually a pretty fast energy, so I think it doesn't actually take too long. And the card that I pulled was the Six of Inspiration, the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a card that talks about success, about like being in the spotlight, as you see, like she has a star. And she is even in the spotlight here. So there's something about you being seen more and more and more and more. That's what I'm hearing. There's also this like song, Like a Star. I don't want to sing it now, but there's like this song, Like a Star, Like a Star, Like a Star. I'm just like hearing that right now. So yeah, yeah, it's going to be very exciting, my loves. Going to be very exciting. So I hope was helpful. I hope this message was helpful. I'm sending you so much love, and I see you in my next one. Bye, loves.